Alright, welcome back to the Hoosier Garage. Totally different video. So we're in the Hoosier Garage, so the garage things matter, right? So, in the other video we was doing, we was painting the doors on the front of the B200 Dodge van. And I'd been using this all day, sanding. And it's been showing signs of some significant wear as of late. But when I went to mix the primer up, of course, and get it ready to shoot, it decided to not build any more pressure. And when I say no pressure, it built zero. It got down to about 5 psi, and I left it on for about 20 minutes and it did nothing. It just stayed right there. So I did some research and come to find out a lot of times the piston bore will wear out and then your ring will scratch it up. I guess it gets dust in there. And so the ring landing here is pretty much destroyed on both sides of this V-twin motor. And I'd say it's not bad considering I bought this. It's dated 2000, but it might have been 01 that I bought it. It was Craftsman Sears model. And a lot of these parts are universal. DeVilbiss, Porter, Cable, and several other brands. Campbell Hospital, I believe. They use the same setup. So I'll show you what I had to get in order to just do this portion right here. Okay, so what we got, since we have the V-twin, usually you buy these in singles, so it's a K-0650 for this particular model. And you gotta look at the model number on the side of this, the data tag, and it still wasn't that clear because it's a much older model. So I had to get two of them, one for each side. Basically, what you get is you get your piston ring, you get one of your gaskets for the head, the other gasket for the head, and then a brand new piston bore right there. Oh yeah, and you also get a brand new screw to put the piston top cap in there. So we're gonna put this all together here and see if it didn't fix the issue. So you got a T20. Take this guy out. And you do want to put these in a particular way. You don't want to just shove them in there or shove the piston bore back over top of them, because then you can have some wreckage then. And that's based on what I read, because I've never wrecked. So replaced this before. Considering 20 years of service, not bad. So here is, we'll reuse this part, the piston top. Here's the ring itself. You can see it is gone, bent over, gone, and bent. So it pretty much got eaten up in this bore. And of course the bore itself. So those are junk. So we've got a 3/8 here. Hanging off, and it is a 7/8. So we can possibly, it's kind of loose. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. This has a, on the counterweight it says this side out, so this side out. As far as how it comes off, I'm not sure yet. This is a press fit. Let's give it some gentle persuasion. Yep, that's all it takes. Okay, so this one, do them all at once. Well, just remember this one here on the outside. The bearing, you can't get these new bearings too. I think what they do, they give you a whole rod assembly. There's really no play in there, so I don't think anything to worry about there. We'll clean the inside of it out. Same deal. Just keep that. It's a little spacer. So Should be able to put the ring on. Piston top. The new screw that they give you. T20. Nice and snug. Let's go ahead and get the other one. You can have a look at this one here. This piece is completely bent in. It's broken off. It's almost turned into like a plastic. Look at that. So pretty disintegrated, thinned out. Got our new one. Set it in there. Go. Okay, now one piece we want to remember is that little divider between the two rods. I'll just lay that there for the moment. Okay, so you pull it in there. It doesn't look like it fit, but it does. It's kind of got a very suction-y type fit. Put that in there. Let it turn around. It will move around in there. Find that sweet spot. There you go. Like so. Fit it all the way against there. Now a little piece here. Put it right there. Drop it down in from the top. And then you pull it through. Kind of pulls that lip on the ring up against it. Like that, push that down. We got our counterweight that says with this side out. There's a flat spot here, so you'll match those up. That back on. Alright, so what we're looking at on the head, this is what was on here. Here's your air inlet for your filter set on top of here. So it should go down like that. Here's gasket number one. It's a round gasket. So we'll want to peel this old one out. Come out pretty clean. Okay. We'll get our new one. Set it in there. It's like one of them O-ring gaskets. Pretty nice. Make sure it doesn't jump out on you before you go tightening it down or setting it on there. That was where your other gasket will come in. So you have the gasket on this side, and then you have this other gasket here. So peel that one out, and that should complete the gaskets. The access off there, from where it got squished, I guess. Okay, so that is squared away there, round in, basically seals against the top of the bore. So that's how that will set, and it will clamp it down. So then we'll get our piece, and you can see where it was, the impression here, so you not to get it flipped around. It sets up against this air nozzle, which is out at the top. So poke them back together there. Set it on there. We'll start our bolts. Piston bore for the gasket, both of them. This side has a line on. These lines do come off. That's how you released it from here, and then they're like that. And it's identical to the other side. Now, if you have to replace the O-rings on the line here, they're just the basic black O-rings. You'll probably get anywhere, any hardware store. And we're not sure if those are bad or good. We'll see what we got with this mild overhaul. There we go. So you don't want that tight, because it will. There's some abrasion on that rod. Let's get it where it's finger snug. And we put a little white lithium on there. That's a lot better there. Okay, now we're gonna put the cover back on it. We're already up to about 95 psi. That's awesome compared to what we was doing. Check this stuff here. That is hot. Not too hot though, but hot enough. Make sure we look good there. It sounded like it did when it was new, which that was a long time ago. So that's good. So we'll get the stuff back on it here. Alright, so we wiped the motor down. The inside of here, which is the cover. We'll give that a quick wipe down. Which it's really pretty filthy because it pulls all the outside stuff in. Now, I remember that the filter slips in here like so. And there we have it. $84. Did both sides. 2 rings, 2 piston bores, 4 gaskets, and a little bit of time and some cleanup.
We hope you've enjoyed the preceding short feature.